Hello guys, how are you doing? We have another game here. This time we have Demu playing as the Ayyubids in the color purple against LoueMT playing as the Order of the Dragon in the color teal. Interesting opening here. Usually Order of the Dragon does this. They can just, put a couple of farms and then just grab enough wood. Just because our villagers can grab more, you don't need like 5 villagers on wood to get the extra 50 wood that you need to make a house and a mining camp. You just need 3 of them, and that's a cool thing about it. Actually. Yeah, you still need one more round, but still you need less, so it makes total sense to make those farms right away. Meanwhile, Ayyubids, both civilizations are very... They rely a lot on the fast castle strats. I don't think Demu's gonna be the guy that actually plays in the Feudal Age with Ayyubids. They're really not well known for their Feudal Age. It's not that strong. But their Castle Age, they get a huge spike. They get a huge spike. So most likely we're gonna see Castle Age coming from bot players, and let's see how these guys manage. Now, nobody opened here with a dog, which is interesting. It does have 2,000 food in the middle, which if you can secure, that's quite a lot of food, to be honest. That's quite a lot of food. And you only need to put like 3 fishing boats here, and that's it. Just because these shoreline fish is just gonna run out. And you're gonna have a good time. The problem is at this level, it's like a lot of players just... it's very easy to deny the water for your opponent. They know how to react, like they can build a tower, or they can just send some units, and then suddenly, if you lose the water, you lose quite a big investment here, very early on in the game. So might as well play it a little bit safe. Have some infinite food in your base. So... Also, food resources in this map are very spread out. This is a very open map. It's really hard to defend. It's very hard to defend, very hard to wall. And wood line is not very big, so you constantly need to move your villagers from one wood line to another. And actually they are very far away from... They would be far away from the town center very early on. This wood line is not gonna last that much. But anyway... We see Ayyubids already there with the... It's gonna be the economic wing growth. Usually we see this now that the military wing got a little bit of a nerf. You don't have the Desert Raider right away. You're just gonna wait a few seconds. So... Economic wing growth, very good. Give you 3 extra villagers. Gonna be finishing soon. Meanwhile, Akron Chapel going for Louis. Interesting choice, considering how unique the upgrades are for Order of the Dragon in the for the Mangwerk Palace. Like, they do have the golden cuirass, they have the extra like blood damage for the Lankenek, they have the crossbow, extra crossbow damage for those crossbows that do extra damage against siege. It's very unique, to be honest. Plus, they also get a huge discount on all the upgrades, all the blacksmith upgrades. So, Akan Chapel not really the best, but these villagers, they are already like 15%. So with this, it's already like 30% gather rate around all this area, which is, to be honest, it's not that bad now that I think about it. 30% is huge. It's huge. Gonna put the number of villagers just in case you wanna check out how many villagers they are using. I should have put it at the beginning. I'm sorry, I just forgot about it. Usually I put it at the beginning, but looks like both players are just gonna go for that Castle Age. Now Ayyubids obviously very well known for their Camel Lancers. Are just gonna be very good unit. Order of the Dragon, very well known for their Gilded Knights, especially at the beginning, just to take the map control and get those relics. But we see an archer range coming from Demu. And we see already the response from Louis. It's already... The stable is there. So he's gonna be having a good time. Especially Order of the Dragon Horseman, they do very well against those Desert Raiders. I believe it's gonna be the Desert Raider, I don't think he's gonna go for archers. Because Desert Raider do have a lot of armor, but they're still considered range units. So they do get extra damage from Horseman. So Horseman is still very, very good counter against Desert Raiders. Meanwhile, Louis, with plenty of sheep, that's the beauty of having a couple of farms here. Very beautifully planned, just with the gold and the farms and the initial wood line. That's a very nice city planning. Meanwhile, Demu, probably thinking about that castle age now that he has the first Desert Raider. He's gonna put another one actually. It's gonna put another one. Not sure where is his military at this point in the game. Oh, there you go. It's just guarding that gold. Looks like it's gonna be a defensive unit. Not gonna be going there to try to take down. You know, Louis' economy is pretty much safe at the moment. Gold, it's the only resource that is exposed, but the horsemen are here, so he should be able to defend. Well, let's take a look at Demo's vision. Should be seeing a horseman coming very soon to his base. Louis already there with the scout. He knows where the villagers are. He sees the Desert Raiders. Well, a couple of horsemen, that changed a lot of things actually. A couple of gilded horsemen, they are really strong. They do have a lot of HP. They can get away with a lot of stuff. And now, horseman is gonna be deep diving into the gold of Louis. There's a raider, just gonna be going there to chase those horsemen and not gonna be able to get any villager. Very quick reaction coming from Louis. Meanwhile, another scout here just checking out the other villagers. The bad thing about these players, I mean, the bad thing for you if you play against these players, is that you actually need to be aware of every kind of angle, because they do attack from every angle. I can already tell you from experience. I got a match. I was playing with Dukusi, some 2v2s, and we got match against Anotant and Core, and oh my god, man, that was total annihilation. Total annihilation. Regni Cathedral coming soon for Louis. It's gonna be very safe for now. Horsemen are gonna be on the defensive side now as well, next to those villagers, and looks like they will scare those Desert Raiders. And Demu sees the A-Shop and he's going to A-Shop as well. And let's see, what is it? It's gonna be the Dervish one. It's Culture Wing Logistics. Gonna get those relics right away, because if you see a Regnis, you gotta have those. You're gonna protect those relics. Looks like Demo is gonna have a good time with those Desert Raiders. Veterancy for Horsemen are coming soon for Louis, and I think they should be good enough to deal with those Desert Raiders. Demo is just saving those resources for some Camel Lancers in the future, as well as some Blacksmith. So he's not gonna put extra units at this point. It's gonna be, just have to play with what you have at the moment and try to not lose anything. Meanwhile, the A-Shop just need 48 seconds now. I can't believe the observer mode haven't been fixed yet. I really believe, like, based on my as a game developer experience, that someone who worked on the observer mode is no longer working there in the company, and no one wants to touch that module. I really have that feeling. I really have that feeling. Look at those Desert Raiders. Don't do anything to those horsemen. They really don't do much. But they're not as strong as the Camel Archers in terms of when they switch weapons. That's for sure. But even without the veterancy, these guys don't take much damage. And now they're veteran. This is just gonna be very, very nasty. Louis already there with one relic. Is gonna be grabbing the second one soon. +1 range armor coming for Demu. Not exactly the upgrade that you need at the moment. That is probably the most important upgrade. Looks like Demu's gonna grab the relic before. It's gonna have to fight. Otherwise, this dervish is just gonna die. Defensive wall. Looks like Demu is gonna get away with that, and almost those horsemen get inside the conversion circle. And Deserator not gonna be the best unit to defend here, but he needs to defend. Dervishes having quite a lot of health. That's the beauty of having the passive mass heal at 50% healing rate by carrying a relic. It's beautiful, man. It's just beautiful. And it's gonna be 2 relics for Demu. Looks like Louis is already going there for the 3rd one. Demu is nowhere near close to denying it, so he's gonna get away with that. 3 relics for Regnis Cathedral. Not the best, not the worst, to be honest, especially against the Ayyubids, who have very, very good timing on the Castle Ashab. Now all these units are already upgraded, and the Lancers are already joining the party of Demu. Meanwhile, Louis grabbing some deer, and it's gonna go for Spearman. It's gonna be his choice, definitely the right choice. We'd love to see some crossbows for him as soon as he can, you know, as soon as he can get that archery range up and running. But looks like he's gonna have to stick with that melee only composition, and the reason it's a little bit risky is because of those Deserators. They do have range attack, and they're gonna be able to snipe those spearmen really easily. A defensive wall coming for him. Gotta be careful not to put the relic so far away from home. If you lose this outpost, especially when it's not upgraded, you're gonna lose the relic as well. Meanwhile, sacred site being captured. Demo already there with a couple of sacred sites. Let's take a look at the income per minute. Looks like Demo is just gonna be pushing here in this area. And I have quite a lot of villagers, not enough units for Louis to defend here. Actually, all his units are here trying to raid Demo. He actually got 3 villager kills, but Demo got 5, so it's definitely better for him. These villagers are way more expensive, and Louis didn't have enough units just to defend this area. Sprinkling placement in this outpost, so Demu will just have to retreat for now. Mass healing for these dervishes. Look at that. Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's just beautiful to witness. Meanwhile, Demu's gonna do the switch for veteran archers. Now, in terms of economy, I don't feel like Louis is that behind, just because his villagers are better, and he still have the Acorn Chapel, although not a lot of resources around the Acorn Chapel, so probably not too far ahead. Regnis is definitely helping a lot for Louis. It's giving quite a lot of gold. Now Demo's gonna grab that deer. Plenty of units coming up for them. Already 15 archers there on the field. That's a huge army. It's amazing how much army the Ayyubids can just get as soon as they reach the Castle Age. Their economy is just very, very good. Not only that, they do have the House of Wisdom, the research speed, and the production speed is just gonna be arriving really, really soon. You don't need to wait much for the tier 3, unlike the Abbasid. And looks like Demo's just going for it. That's quite a lot of units coming for him. Not enough units from Louis, and Horseman not really the best unit to deal with those Camel Lancers. Spearman not in great numbers yet, and farm transition for Louis is not in his plans at the moment, so this Icon Chapel is not gonna be giving so much value. Outpost gonna get fortified, but Demo's already torching it. Louis pulls the villagers to repair them, managed to get the villagers inside again. Outpost, it's gonna get fortified really, really soon. But are the outposts enough deal with this army. A couple of fortified outposts against a mass healing for all these units. And to be honest, a couple of dervishes are already giving quite a lot of pressure. I mean, look at the healing. Take a look at this Camel Lancer. From 100 health, it's gonna be soon, very soon, max HP. Probably in like a minute. Less than a minute probably. 2 Mangonels, Magenics, and 1 battering ram to take down this outpost. Meanwhile, Louis grabbing the deer on the other side of the map. Gonna be a little bit exposed if Demo decides to raid there. He's gonna be having a really hard time. Now the ram is coming. And Louis with very little army value. Just 5 Braves Spearmen against pretty much a big army here coming from Demu. Magenic just gonna be destroying all those buildings. Villagers gonna be running away, not so without losing a couple of those. And looks like Demu's just gonna be pushing now. And Demo also grabbing the relic that Louis had in that outpost. Exactly what I just told you before. When you put it very far from your base, most likely you're gonna lose the relic. That's a beautiful thing about having a dervish in your team. And with that outpost going down, I think Louis needs to pull a miracle here. I mean, these Gilded Spearmen, I'm not so sure how good they are against all these units. Probably not the best. Barracks going down. Mangonel shots. That gets a very decent shot. The problem is he gonna be able to get another shot? Is he gonna just pull back, play a little bit safer, and just, you know, build a Springle? That's actually a possibility for him. Just to deal with that Mangonel very safely. Gilded Knight are already there for Louis. Gonna take down that ram. And Magenic just gonna be burning everything here. Especially these farms are just gonna go down really fast. Demo with nothing but 49 archers. And Dervish just healing all those units. Mangonel shot gets another decent shot against that army. But also Demo does get hit quite heavy by... Louis gets quite a big hit by those Demus Mangonels. Mangonel's still alive for now. That's about to change. That's about to change. With that Mangonel going down, I don't think Louis can come back from this. And indeed, he taps out. Well played by these two players. I hope you enjoyed this match, guys. And I will see you in the next one.